We're going to be using watercolor paints to paint our castles, and we just spent some time looking on the smartboard at the color wheel. And the cool thing about the watercolors is you can create some really cool new colors by doing some mixing, and you can also create values using more water. So this castle I painted very fairy tale like. So I mixed a lot of red and orange and even yellow in the castle because those colors are all touching on the color wheel. In the base, I made it look a little bit more realistic with some green grass and water and some colorful rocks. So today, anything you put on your castle, vines, rocks, textures, you want to show them off with color. So here is my very demonstrated on castle, but I wanted to show you just some cool ways to use the paints. So big brush, small brush, I would use the big brush for big areas. I'm going to go ahead and get my brush wet, and I'm going to use a little bit of black here. So that turned dark really fast. If you want a gray castle, add more water. And if I scrub on there, I can make that kind of paint line disappear that I had in there. A cool way to make black look a little bit more, I don't know, realistic, have more values in it, is to add another color. Red, purple, blue. Creates a nice new color. That's kind of what I was doing at the top. If you want something to stand out, I would paint it a color and kind of let it dry before you paint around something. So maybe these stones I was kind of having an orangish color. I might go ahead and switch to those colors or to those rocks while that purple dries there. So I have smaller rocks. I've switched to my smaller brush. And the cool thing about watercolors is they're watery. So they're going to just seep right into all those textures on your castle. And it really makes it easy to get color everywhere. You even want to get color on the inside. So what that means is you might want to hold the very end of the paintbrush. And if you can remember back when we painted clay fish in 3rd grade and we were trying to reach in their mouth, very similar, except you have some other ways to get in this castle, through windows, through the door. You want to try to make this clay color disappear today. So now that I've kind of spent some other time around my castle, that area is pretty dry. I can add a color around it, and it really still shows up nice and bright purple. So showing off your designs today and your textures is what you want to do. And you also want to make all of that clay color disappear. So you don't want to have chunks that you miss or texture spots that you miss. You want to try to get it on every edge, inside, outside. If you have a base, I would even try to get on the edge of the base. You don't need to get on the bottom. Nobody's going to see that. Ooh, that blue is looking cool. I think I have a little bit of black in that blue. It's making it really dark. If you want it lighter, add more water. So today, take your time, fill in all the textures, make all of your details and designs stand out with color, and most importantly, have fun today. This is going to be your last clay project this school year, and it's going to be something you take home in a couple weeks.